Yes lads, joebiline here, and today I've got a handy cam video for you so you can see how I've been playing since the update come out. These are all FIFA champion modes, however that doesn't matter too much in terms of what rank you're at playing games, because games are based now on the player's individual overalls and rather than team for the difficulty. Yes, it's got a lot harder, but practice makes perfect. I'm still learning, but obviously I sweated the attack mode at the weekend just because I wanted to get used to this game as quickly as possible for the new update, and show you guys how I've been getting on. And I do feel I'm getting somewhere with there, and I am managing to score quite a lot of goals now. Not quite before, because I don't think that's going to happen anymore, but I can hit that 7 goals, which is all you need, because the max amount of fans you can gain in attack mode is from scoring 7 goals. Obviously, if the opponent scores more than that, you need to score more to make sure you win to get as many fans as possible against them. However, it's just a case of practicing. It is difficult, but I find it more rewarding now when I'm scoring, because before I was just scoring too easily and it was a chore, but now I find it genuinely rewarding. There are things wrong with this update and I'll go over them in this video briefly. May make a more detailed video on it instead. Firstly, fouls are ridiculous. There's hardly any called at all anymore. Players just get flattened and there's no foul. There should be fouls there, and I know EA are looking at that because I speak to them, obviously with me being in partnership with them for the EA Game Changer program. I speak to them, I sent them a bunch of feedback from you guys over to them, and fouls do need fixing. They are looking at fouls though and sorting it out. Another thing I do think they need to change is counters. Obviously for me with my rating team, it's not affecting me much. I'm getting hardly any counters at all, so I don't see it. Eye on eye, like, well, I do see it because I listen to you guys, I speak to you guys, I see screenshots, but me playing, I don't see it myself because it's not happening, but I see it all. Counters need to be capped. It's not fair that you guys and some of you guys with the lower rated teams are having like 6 or 7 counters in the game. Counters, in my opinion, need to be capped at 2-3 max per game. It's already hard enough with the difficulty if you've got a low level team, but to not even have enough chances because you're getting too many counters, I just don't think it's fair, and counters need capping. I already think we're getting an advantage now anyway by the players actually performing to how they should, which I think is brilliant, because high rated players are now worth having because they play better and they defend better, which is great because it makes them worth it now, because before it didn't really feel worth having high rated players. Like I had Team of the Year PK for ages and I knew he wasn't good, but I just had him anyway, and now he is good, so it's rewarding that he is. I just don't agree with counters. The difficulty, just play the game guys, you'll get used to it. Obviously watch how I'm playing here. The 3 main tips I find you need to do now, based on how you was playing previously, is you need to, if you want to do skills, you need to do them slightly earlier. So you'll see from this gameplay how I'm doing it. Before you do it as you're just about to hit with the defender, you do it last minute. Now you need to do it a bit earlier, so you kind of completed the turn as you reach him, so then you run out from him. So it's sort of as you reach the player, you're finishing the skill like then you leave them for dead. Now so just do your skills a little bit earlier, so you're finishing them as you get level, and if you watch the gameplay you'll see what I mean by that. As for shooting, you need to add a little bit more power and a little bit more curve now. By doing it that way, it helps a lot. Like, keepers have better reactions now, keepers are more aware, so by shooting a little bit quicker and a little bit more curve, it just helps that dedication, that precision. You just need to be a little bit more precise with it. So that helps. And also I find shooting later, and by that what I mean is before you could sort of see it there and you'd line it up and it would float in. Now I feel the best way to do it is by shooting almost as late as possible. By shooting as late as possible, it doesn't give the keeper the time to read the shot. Obviously this doesn't work 100% of the times because the keepers are better now, they're playing how they should be for the rating. Before, you was having keepers like Diego Alves 92, he's very very good, but he's 92 rated, so that's why it's good, and it's just a bugger because of attack mode and him being one of the low rated. Nearly everybody has Diego Alves if they don't have someone better. Everyone seems to have at least have Diego Alves, if not a better card. So keepers are better, but it's just because you're coming up against high rated keepers. You can still go like that there. You've just got to time it right and add enough curve, add more curve than you used to, add more power and shoot later, and it will come through. But just keep at it, adjust it slightly, play games. If it's not working, add a little bit more power, add a little bit more curve, shoot a little bit later, curve it a bit more. It's just practice makes perfect. I have been reading, speaking to the EA, they said like they wanted to make, like I was saying, they want to make it more difficult, but they wanted to go very difficult first and then work their way down rather than increase it now. So they've implemented the new difficulty settings, which, to be fair, the difficulty things, I could go into a video on its own if you want, because in brief, difficulty now is based on an individual item or an individual player's rating, rather than the whole team and the AI playing at one set difficulty. Like, for example, semi-pro, each individual player on the pitch plays at their own difficulty setting. So like a 95 rated player or above will play at world class, 90 rated to 94 will play at professional, and so on, so down with that. But if you want, I can go into a video explaining that in a lot more detail, speaking to the devs, like I say, the developers, that is, and they've told me, and it's on, you can go search it, it's on the internet, publicly available if you know where to look on Reddit. But if you want me a video explaining that for you, then going over on what it means, I can do that. I was going to go into it a bit more now in this video, but I thought I wanted to focus more on the shooting side of it in this video, and then I'll focus on a video for the defending wise in another video. But as I said, counters, in my opinion, I agree, they need fixing, fouls need fixing, but the difficulty, just play and get at it. The board on the lead on the attack mode needs changing, because hopefully EA, I was speaking to them, their plan in the end will be hopefully that you will only be seeing people with a similar overall team to you. It just needs a bit of working into the system to get it done. So just play. Obviously it may be difficult some games because you're playing higher rated, but in attack mode, until you're at FIFA champion, you earn more fans overall. You don't lose as many as they gain. So even if you are losing, as long as you're scoring goals and you're getting your fan bonus at the end, you will be going up in fans. So don't feel too hard. Hey, I know the counters are annoying, so that'll be one reason not to want to play them, because you're just getting too many counters, but at least it helps you defensively. Actually, I'm trying to put a positive on it, but there's not too much. But yeah, skill earlier, shoot quicker, and shoot later. So add more power, add more curve, and do it later than you used to, because then the keepers can't react in time. Because if you do it too early, they've got all the time in the world to read it. They'll read the shot and they'll just save it, because keepers are very strong now. But that's what makes it all the more rewarding when you do score. So just keep at it. Hopefully counters will be fixed soon. Hopefully fouls will be fixed. Hopefully they'll listen to us about counters. We'll have to see, but let me know your thoughts below. The difficulty should be getting toned down over time as they review it. However, this was their intention, to make it difficult, just because they wanted it to be more rewarding. They wanted to try and make the scorelines more realistic. Obviously it's not realistic with high versus low, and it's getting there when similar overalls face each other. But I do think the gameplay has been some of the smoothest it has been in a while. There's just a few things that need tweaking with it, and then we can be about there, I reckon. So do leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know below if this has helped. Watch some of them goals again to get more practice, and just concentrate and stick at it, lads. Things will come. Do leave a like. Peace. Subscribe. I'll see you all later.